You or the camera?
Me.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Do I look at you or look at the camera?
Me, probably,
okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for a church a couple of years ago. The church that I had gone to, I liked very much, but it was, since I moved to Brittany Terrace, it was a lot further away, and I wanted a church where I would get involved in doing things. So one of the neighbors here, Peggy, she was very involved in her church. She always had mentioned her church or this and that, and so I asked her about it, and I went one Sunday, and I met some lovely people, Tanya included, and Honora and Mo. They were my first 3 people I met. And I have to say, because of them, that's why one of the reasons I kept coming. One day, Peggy said to me, gee, would you like to come to Bible? And I said, well, I don't read the Bible. My family never did. And I wasn't brought up reading the Bible, and it felt a little foreign to read the Bible. But I said, well, can't hurt.
When I first started coming to this church, my son joined Sunday school. And like I said, we never had a Bible. We have a family Bible at home that has our names in it, but we never opened it. It was never a part of our lives. We were not taught to use the Bible. And he came to Sunday school here, and he comes home, and he asked me, what happened to Moses' other mother? And I'm like, what mother? And he says, the one who put him in the river. What happened to her? And I'm like, oh. Now, I don't even know where to find it in the Bible. I pull out the Bible. I'm starting to flip through, looking for Moses, and I'm looking at his little work that they gave him. Maybe it would give me a Bible passage, and then maybe I'd be able to find it.
Well, I remember that Tanya kept hounding me and asking me to come, and I just thought it'd be interesting. I always kind of wanted to try to do something like that. My mother used to go to it a really long time ago, and she always spoke very highly of it, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
So, I wanted to do Bible study because I want to get to know God better, and I want to understand what God has in store for me, especially during this transition in my life.
Remember when Reverend Skip came, he started morning Bible study. And I said, oh, because that's something I always wanted to have, and we never had it. And so it's probably a good close to 10 years. 10 years, probably. And I'm still going. I love it.
Bible study has been going on at minimum 14 years. I've been here 14 years, and the Bible study used to be led by Reverend Skip. That would sit here in the Denison room quietly and talk, and I learned a lot from just listening. Pastor Amy was here when she was here, and she attended periodically, and then after she left, because the Bible study was still meeting here in the Denison room, and then after Pastor Amy left, the Bible study still gathered in here, and it became more individuals. And with that, they became a little bit more vocal. And instead of being helpful in my education, they were making it difficult for me to continue with my work. Okay, the women were ridiculously loud, and the laughter was just too much, and I couldn't take it anymore, and they were getting on my nerves. And so I asked them to leave. And they graciously did, went into the Hayes Camp Hall, which they meet every week. And just between you and I can still hear them. And that's the end of my story. And they also share with me any goodies that they have. And I appreciate that.
Well, the funny part is that we do the Bible, which I think, but the funny part I feel is that certain members work on puzzles, and that cracks me up.
And there's puzzles, and there's fun.
And I enjoy it, and I watch how they'll go to each other. No, that's my piece. No, don't put that there. No, that goes over there. And they laugh, and it's fun.
There's nothing like a new puzzle. You know, just so exciting.
And the pieces are so big. Oh, cool.
In all honesty, I got for Christmas a new puzzle and a sorting kit, which is zappable to the sorting of the puzzle pieces.
Oh my God. Oh, I must have been in heaven.
Wait a minute. There's a sorting kit to puzzle?
Yes, I should have brought it. Because Kevin won't use it at home.
Mark,
Yes.
you have to kind of
You could have it before
take them
the
off
end of
the
the
top
school
on
year.
the other. How are we going to?
I'm surprised you're not putting it up. You don't put it
In
on.
all honesty, if I had my sorting bin, it would be all set. I am so sorry I forgot to
You
bring
don't want to hear it again. Either
Ah.
go
I don't want to hear about this. Yeah, I should have.
Yeah, should have, would have, could have. Too bad.
You didn't know.
You didn't. I like that word.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
No, it didn't.
I did not. I did not.
Good luck, Mark.
Your lines were super.
Now, I'm just out of curiosity, may I ask a question? How are you going to start the puzzle if you have all the pieces on the
Well,
board?
we're just.
We're all going to
flipping
work in front of ourselves in the beginning. Peggy and I will be doing it the right way, and they'll be doing their own thing.
Oh.
You know, one day I hope to be like Peggy. I probably doubt I ever will be, but even Dolores' strength, it's just very inspiring. They're just very inspiring people.
Well, you learn a lot from Peggy. That's true. She really knows the Bible like inside and out.
We have picked a book in the Bible, which now is it Jeremiah? No. Well, we picked the Bible, and each week we'll read a little bit, not Jeremiah, but anyway.
It has not been like I expected. Because it's really very fluid.
And we read a certain section and then we discuss.
I really look forward to it. And honestly, I've never been one to really study the Bible because I don't get it. I don't get a lot of the Old Testament. I struggle a lot with it. The New Testament I'm fine with, but I really struggle with the Old Testament and how that's relevant to me. So this is actually the kind of Bible study I think that's really sort of meant for me. So it really was perfect, and I feel like me coming here and having the time to do this is kind of a God thing too. So
the people together are more and more genuine, or more and more letting their real facade hang out. And you definitely feel a sense of support when you truly come in with a good news, when you come in with a sad news, or even neutral news, that there are people who generally root for you. And I don't have a group, right now in my life, I don't have a group like that at all anyway. So that's wonderful. And then you take it that all of us, what's one love that we all have? And that is the Bible. So you add on to that, we're here, and then the Bible gets carried through amongst all of us. And that is so special.
You know, because I'm with people who don't judge. And I learned more about God, about his not judging, and about how he approached different people and different things in his life. And it has helped me.
And recently he's in a confirmation class, and he came home asking questions, and I was able to open up the Bible and find what we needed to know without calling anyone, and what a great feeling is that.
The more you saturate yourself with God's Word, I feel that the better it is for you and those around you.
I mean, it's always fun. It's never a drudgery. And for me, some of my most memorable moments, I guess, are when, you know, we disagree. And I tend to be a little bit outspoken. But I think it's really important to learn how to agree to disagree. And I think that we do that here because we don't always have the same opinion about how something might be interpreted or what God may want for us. So learning how to agree to disagree in a small group like this is really important because I think we don't do it well in our larger congregation. And I think it's, you know, a lot of people get anxious and upset when we're not agreeing. And they, you know, I don't think God wanted us all to think the same way or be the same way. So I think it's really important to disagree and still love each other even though we disagree. So I didn't learn that in my family of origin. So it's good for me to learn it here too.
And having the people that are in the Bible class are also very responsible in other aspects of what our church as a whole carries out. So it's not just the learning of the word, meaning having it in front of you and studying it as an intellectual, so to speak, as a scholar. but carrying it forth. That to me is the beauty of Bible class.
The morning Bible study is a lifeline for me for many reasons. One, I don't know that anybody has a normal life, but I think as far as normal goes, mine's so off the grid it's not even funny. But it's something that keeps me very grounded, and it's something that, you tell people, if you're going to walk the walk, talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Well, that's exactly what happens here. You do Bible study. We've done some interesting Bible studies, but more important than that, if there's somebody here who needs you, everybody works. Everybody just does God's work that morning for you, and it's judgment-free, and that's a wonderful feeling.
My humble opinion is the more you read the Word, the more it becomes part of you, and then, as I like to say, that's Jesus. Hopefully people are seeing Jesus come through me to you. I mean, that's just my theory.
And when I came into Bible study, I received a hug from everyone, and it just left me vent for like a half an hour. And then throughout the week, I just got calls of support, which was just wonderful. You can't ask for more than that. That is truly God's work being done.
To me, Bible class is essential.
And I think it's a good thing, and I think it's a core group of the church, and I think it's an important factor, as is the evening Bible study.
Who's going to read the Bible? What are we reading?
Do we still want to continue?
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
I couldn't think of that yesterday for nothing.
I know, I didn't want my voice to come out of disembodied, so I figured you'd get it, but you didn't.
Oh my goodness, I'm really off.
Nehemiah, right?
Oh, yes, in fact, I will finish, well, time-wise, is there anyone having to leave by 10:30 or anything?
I don't have to leave until about 22. The next 10 minutes today. I'm
There's
not
12 is, there's just 12 and 13, so I figured we could.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's
Go
finish
for
it
it.
up.
Okay. Good morning, God. This is your day. We are your children. Show us the way. Open our mind and hearts to the words that will be read, and have an enlivened and supportive and enlightening discussion afterwards. Thank you. Nehemiah dedicates the wall. Okay. Now at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levites in all their places to bring them to Jerusalem to celebrate the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgiving and singing, with cymbals and stringed instruments and harps. Okay, chapter 12, the priest and Levites. Now these are the priests and the Levites who came up. Okay, wait a minute, they're just going to do names.
Use the first letter.
George, Harry.
We're not going to.
No, but they're still, okay, they're doing a genealogy for the first two paragraphs now. These were the heads of the priest and their brethren in the days of Joshua. Moreover, the Levites were Joshua, Joshua begot, Well, that was easy. Okay, so that part was done. Okay, it's a genealogy, okay.
That's chapter 12 now. What's that?
They're different points, there's two other points.
Dolores. Feisty. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put that.
In my bathrobe, my hair not done, I drop him off, then I go home and shower for church.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're so funny.
Bobby took like a second look, she's like, I'm like, yeah, Bobby, I'm just dropping him off. It's 8:25. There's no way I'm going to be showered and dressed at 8:25. So she just started laughing. She said, it's nice to feel so comfortable.
Tanya.
Crazy.
And she says, Ma, there's no I in team. It's together. And we were laughing. It was fun. It was fun.
Stuff like that.
Well, you're going to have to really edit that one, Tanya.